Hello everyone, I am Arpit Kumar Sharma and welcome back to Pabbly. So today I am going to tell you how you can schedule unlimited posts to any social media platform using your Stackby. Now, why would you need this automation? Suppose you are a social media marketer and you do not want to go to separate platforms and post the same content again and again, or if you do not have time to post on these platforms daily, or you want someone else to post on these platforms but you do not want to give your ID and password to that person. In these cases, you can use this automation. Now, what are we going to do here? First, we are going to add a new row to our Stackby. Through that row, an automatic content will be posted to your Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at scheduled dates and time. Now, to do this automation, we are going to use an integration and automation service, Pabbly Connect, which will help us connect Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to Stackby so that our automation can work. Now, if you want to learn this, how to do this automation, you have to come with me to the screen. And we are now on our screen and let's get it started. So, first what you have to do is you have to go to address bar and type in pabbly.com/connect and press enter, and as soon as you will press enter, you will be redirected to this beautiful web page where you have two options. Either you can sign in or you can sign up. Now, signing up is absolutely free and it will also give you 100 free tasks every month from our side so that you can practice the workflows that we are teaching you. Now, what I am going to teach you is pretty lengthy, but it is very useful, so pay close attention to this, okay? Now, I already have an account, so I will just go for sign in. Then I will click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And then I am going to make a new automation. Now, to create a new automation, what I have to do is I have to go and click on create workflow. And here I have to put the workflow name. So I am giving it the name social media scheduler, okay? Now here we are scheduling Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So what we are going to do, first let me explain you this thing. There are two windows. First one is trigger, second one is action. Now trigger window is the window where an event is happening at the start of the process, and action window is the window where the event happens at the end of the process or the final event is happening. Now trigger is when this is happening, action means do this. So first, we will start with our scheduling because what we are doing, we are obviously using the scheduler. Now here you can see we have the option at regular intervals, once like this and every day like this, okay? So when you choose every day, it will ask you for the time. When you will choose at regular intervals, it will ask you just for the minutes, between how many minutes you want to post. And when you choose once, this will let you schedule your post according to the date and time. Now, let me explain you. This is the date and this is the time. Now, date is 19th February 2022, which means date, month and year. And this time is in the UTC format, which means that if I will do this as 11 a.m., what will happen? Let me just open Google and type in UTC to IST. Now this is the time converter. Here the time is in the UTC format, and in India we have to convert it and see that when I will post at 11 a.m. according to UTC time, and when I will convert this in India, the post will be will become live at 4:30 p.m. So if I want to post at 4:30 p.m., I have to choose 11 here, 11 a.m. Okay. And now you can just, convert it according to your country. I have converted it according to my country. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on save. So now our scheduler is saved. What you have to do is, now what we will do, we will select the application from which we are going to take our data. So we will click on Stackby because we are posting through Stackby, and here we will choose fetch rows of a table so that it can take all the data from the table and it can take the data from the table and post it here. Now what we will do here, we are going to add a new connection. Let me first show you my Stackby. So this is my Stackby, and here I have already created one data here. This is Instagram. Let me just delete this row first. So this is the the information of our text here. You can see this is the Instagram, this is the Facebook, and this is the Twitter. Now here it is written, I am testing this automation for Instagram, I am testing this automation for Facebook, and I am testing this automation for Twitter. Now you can see I have these brackets here, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Now I will show you and tell you why I used them. Okay, just a second. First, we are going to connect our Stackby to our Pabbly Connect account. Now how are we going to do that? We are going to take the API key, and API key will be found here. Log into your Stackby account. After logging in, click on your profile, account, and then scroll down to API key. So we will go here. This is our account. We will click on account, and we will scroll down, and this is our API key. So just copy this API key, go back, paste it here, and press save, or click on save. I'm sorry, I said press. Okay, so now this is asking us for the workspace. So this is our Stackby, and this is our workspace, social media. So what we are going to do, we are going to, sorry, this is not our workspace. I'm really sorry. This is our stack. Our workspace is this. So this is our workspace, my first workspace, and Razorpay payments. So I have this social media stack in my first workspace. So I will go back here. I will click on my first workspace, stack. Here I am going to choose social media. So this is social media. And now here it is asking me for the table. So table is table 1, which is this one. If you want to rename it, you can rename it as well. Social media calendar. Okay. Now as soon as I will press here, you can see it is showing table 1. Now as soon as I will refresh it, you can see the name will be changed to social media calendar. So our second step is complete. We have connected our Stackby to our Pabbly Connect account. Now what we have to do, we have to click on save and send test request. Now what will happen when you will save and send test request, all of the data from first row to the last row will come here in Pabbly Connect. Now I only have one row now, but if you will connect all the rows, and when you will connect your Stackby to your Pabbly Connect, all the rows will be shown here. Because whenever you will start this automation, I do not expect you to delete all your previous work from your Stackby and then continue from new Stackby account. So what we are going to do, to only take the first row here, what we will do, we will just switch off this sample response, and we will click on save and send test request. And as soon as we will do that, you can see that we have a new ID here in the array format. Now what we have to do, these IDs are the IDs of only the first row from Stackby. Now we have to convert it into simpler form. So how to convert them into simpler form? It is very easy. You have to just use another great feature from Pabbly Connect, which is iterator. So you will just go for iterator. It will automatically take the response, and when you will save and send test request, you can see it has taken the date, it has taken the field it is created at, it has taken the field date, and now it has taken the information of the first rows. So this is the information, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can see I'm testing this automation for Instagram, I'm testing this automation for Facebook, and I'm testing this automation for Twitter. Now this is the link of the image, which is this. Now this is the image which will get posted to our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Okay. So let me close this. And now we have successfully taken only our first row from Stackby. Now what we are going to do? Now we are going to put a date time formatter. And why we are doing this, I will just tell you in a second. But first look at this date time formatter. And here we are going for format date only, because I am not choosing any time or specific time here. So I will just go for format date only and I will connect it. Now here it is asking you for the date. So just go here, iterator by Pabbly, and select the field date, which is 19th February 2022. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to match the dates with the current date, so that whenever the difference of the created date and the current date is 0, then only the post will be scheduled and the post will go live on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Now, what is the benefit? The benefit is this, that no older posts or no newer post which you have been scheduling for future will be posted to your account. Only the post which have been scheduled to post at the current date or today will be posted to your accounts. Now, how it is done? So this is field date. Now from format, this is the format to format. Now to format, what you have to do is you have to choose the format of month, date, and year. Events and test request. Okay, so now I have done a very silly mistake here. I did not choose from format correctly. So what I'm going to do is from format, and what is the format? Date, month, and year. So let us just go for date, month, and year. And let me see, where is date, month, year? Okay, so this is date, month, year, and to format month, date, year. Month, date, year. Okay, let me take this one only. Save and send test request. And as you can see, now we have our month, date, and year. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are again going to use a date time formatter, and we are going to match the current date or take the current date for now. So current date, and whatever the today's date will be, it will be shown here, basic format, year, month, date. So what we are going to do, we are going to change it to month, date, year, and we will click on save and send test request. So you can see it is 2/19/2022. Okay. Now this is the current date and this is the field date when the post has been scheduled. Now here I am going to use number formatter. So this is number formatter. Now what I am going to do here is I am going to use spreadsheet formulas, and then I will click on connect. Now what I will do, I will make the difference between the current date and the field date as 0, so that whenever you are going to schedule a post for your Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, those posts will only go live on those particular dates. Okay, so it is necessary to make this difference 0. So I will just go on check full list here. This is the full list, and here I am just going to select this formula for days. Just copy this, paste it here. Now here you have to put your field date. Now here what I am going to do is I am going to use a technique which is called mapping, which will let me take the data from these rows or these windows here, and it will let me take the data to this window or to these fields here. So what I am going to do, I am going to take first the field date from date time formatter by Pabbly, 4th step. So this is the field date, and here you can see I am going to take the date from 5th step, date time formatter by Pabbly, current date. Okay, and now save and send test request. Now as you can see, the result is 0. Now why I was saying you or telling you that you should use the format of in month, date and year, because in number formatter by Pabbly in spreadsheet formulas, the formula is using the format month, date and year. So if you will use any other format of date, it will not be relevant to this formula, and your formula will not get applied here. So it is mandatory for you to use the format in month, date and year. So make that a note and keep that in mind. Okay, it is very important. And now it's the time for a new feature, which is filter. Now, why are we using filter? Let me first select this. Now, why are we using filter? Well, it is very simple. The need of the filter is because of the condition where we want the current date to be equal to our field date. This is our current date and this is our field date. So we want our current date to be equal to our field date, or I should say we want them to be at zero difference, so that only the required post will get live on our accounts at a particular scheduled date. Okay. So what we are going to do here, we are going to take this number formatter. So number formatter by Pabbly, and the result is 0 should be equal to 0. If the 0 result is equal to 0, only then the post will be submitted. Otherwise, the post will not get submitted. Okay? Easy? So this is why we are using filter. Now, we want to post to 3 different social medias, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. So what we are going to do, we are going to put a router here by which we are going to create 3 routes. First for Instagram, second for Facebook and third for Twitter. So here I am going to choose Instagram. I'll just update it. Here I am going to rename it to Facebook. Update it, and here I am going to add one more for Twitter. Okay. Now what we can do, we have 2 options. First, either we can individually set them up, Instagram, Facebook or Twitter, or we can just set the Instagram and then clone the router by this method, cloning, and change the fields according to Facebook and Twitter. So I'll tell you how it's done. First, we will set the Instagram. So here in Instagram, what we are going to do, we are going to select this whole text. I am testing this automation for Instagram image, this. So we will go here, and here I am just going to go for iterator by Pabbly. And if you remember, we separated only the first row in the iterator. So here from first row, we will select the part where we have Instagram. So this is Instagram, field Instagram. I am testing this automation. Now, if you remember, I told you that I am going to tell you later why I am using this Instagram bracket here. I am using this for this router filter. So field Instagram, if it contains only this Instagram term with bracket, and it is case sensitive, so you have to write it like this. So if it contains Instagram, the whole content will be fetched into our Pabbly Connect account, and then the whole content will get posted to our Instagram account. Okay. So this is one easy way. Either you can copy all this, or you can just, give a particular term which will help you in this filter or in setting up this filter. Also, this term has one more use. Let me tell you what. First, we will click save and send test request. Then what we are going to do here, as you can see, this is the caption, okay? And this is the image. Let me correct these here. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter is right. So here, this is the image URL and this is the caption. But this whole text is a particular separate text and this text is joined. It is merged. First, we have to split it so that the caption goes in a separate line and image goes in a separate line so that the required image can get posted. So what we are going to do, we are going to use a text formatter here which will help us split the text. So text formatter, action is split text. And now you can use this Instagram term with brackets to split the text because we do not need that in our caption as well as in our image URL. So title to split, go to iterator, select your Instagram. This is your Instagram. Now select the separator, which was Instagram with bracket, and then click on all and save and send test request. Now you can see the first result is our caption for Instagram and the second result is the URL for our Instagram. Now, third and final step, we are going to connect our Instagram here. So Instagram for business, action event, publish photo, connect. And if you want to add a new connection, you can add a new connection, connect with Instagram for business. It will directly connect to your Instagram. You don't need any API key or something like that. I already have a connection, so I'll just go for save. And you can see this is my Instagram account, photo URL. Now photo URL will come from the filter which I just did. You can see here 7 filter, first filter, second filter. So here I have text formatter. You can see I am testing this automation for Instagram. And the caption, sorry, this is the photo URL. So let me just put in photo URL, text formatter by split text. And here, this is the photo URL and this is the caption. So here it is the caption and save and send test request. Now, as soon as you will do that, you will see a new ID will be generated here and a new post will get posted to your Instagram account. So this is how you can do it. Let me refresh it. And you can see this is the image which we wanted to post. And let me open it and show it to you. I am testing this automation for Instagram. Okay. So we have successfully connected and made a router for Instagram. Now let's just save it and do the same for Facebook. Now, either you can just do the same steps, follow the same steps for Facebook, or you can just clone it. Just clone it. Make sure to save router before cloning. Okay. Clone. Okay. Clone once more. Clone. Okay. Now you can rename this. So I will just delete this Facebook and I will just rename this as Facebook. Update. Okay. Now this is Facebook. Set filter and action steps. Now here in filter by Pabbly, you are going to select the label for Facebook. So we will go here to iterator. Now here we will select Facebook. Where is Facebook? This is Facebook. And here we are going to do the same thing. First we had Instagram. Now we have Facebook. So this is Facebook. Let me show you once. You can see here I have Facebook. So Facebook, send test request, success. Text formatter. Now here you have to connect it again. And now delete this. by clicking on this and delete. Now take the data of Facebook. This is Facebook. Now splitter is Facebook. Save and send test request. And now you can see I am testing this automation for Facebook. And this is the image. Now here, Instagram for business. What we are going to do, friends? Come on, tell me. Yes, correct. Now we are going to select Facebook. Facebook pages, okay? Because you have so many options here by the name Facebook. So we are going to choose Facebook pages. And now create page post, connect. Now here, I already have an account connected here. What you have to do is you have to go to the add new connection and you have to click on connect with Facebook pages. When you will do that, your Facebook will automatically get connected to your Pabbly Connect account. This is my Facebook account. And what will happen here, your new Facebook account will get connected and it will be shown to you. So I already have a connection here. So what I already have a connection here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save it. And now you can see here I have some pages, Pabbly Tech, book review and automation testing. Let me show it to you. Let me go back. Pabbly Tech, book review and automation testing. So what I'm doing automation. So I will just post this to automation testing. Now you can see here I do not have any other post by this name. I am testing this automation for Facebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you first that I do not have this post here. Now I will go for automation testing. I chose my page, automation testing, message. Now again I am going to use the mapping technique and here I am going to map it from the latest filter, which was this. I am doing this automation for Facebook. Link URL is this. Now save and send test request. And as soon as you will do that, you will see that a new post will be created to our Facebook account, automation testing. Let me just refresh it. And as you can see, the post has been created. I am testing this automation for Facebook and this is the image. Okay. Now it's time for our Twitter account. So we are going to go back to our Pabbly Connect, save this. Okay, done. And here I'm just going to rename it to Twitter. First, I will delete the Twitter, this Twitter. So delete this and rename this. Oh, I'm really sorry. Rename this as Twitter. Update. Okay. Now set filter and action steps. Now you are going to again follow the same steps. Go here, iterator by Pabbly, Twitter. Now here in Twitter, if you want to split text, you can split text. But if you do not want to split text, it's okay. Because Twitter takes everything all together. But I am going to show you by splitting. So Twitter condition is true. Text formatter by splitter. Connected. Connect it again. Delete this. Go to iterator by Pabbly. Now separator will be Twitter with the brackets. Save and send test request. Now you can see I am doing this automation for Twitter. This is the image. Now here what we have to do, friends, we have to select our Twitter. So Twitter, action event, create a tweet, go create, okay, create tweet with media because we are using an image also. So connect. Now add new connection, connect with Twitter. As soon as you will log into your Twitter account and click on connect with Twitter, your Twitter will get connected here. I already did that, so I'm not going to do that again. Just let me click on save. Now here it is saying message. Again use the mapping technique. Go to your last filter. Select your message. I am testing this automation for Twitter. Then it is asking you for the URL. Select again from the last filter the URL, text formatter by Pabbly. The URL is this. And the media category is image, obviously. Save and send test request. And you can see the result is this. And now we are going to go back to our Twitter and let me refresh it. Okay, so this is our Twitter account and here we have this. Ashira, I am testing this automation for Twitter and this is the image URL we have here and you can see this image has been posted. So friends, let me save this first. Okay, done. So friends, this is how you can schedule your Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, or I should say schedule posts on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter by using Pabbly Connect. It was a lengthy process, I accept it, but it was fun. And if you will use it, you know, it can do wonders with your social media marketing, with your business or with your day-to-day life activities. And if you want to learn how to do this, I already taught you. If you want to use this workflow in your account, you can go to my description box and clone it in your account. But for that, you need to have an account. And to have an account, you have to go to Pabbly Connect and sign up. Signing up is absolutely free. And we are also giving you 100 free tasks every month. So what are you waiting for? Go and sign up now. Hasta la vista. So thanks a lot for watching our video. I hope you understood everything. Now, if you want any other events to added in our module, what you can do is you can mail us at admin@pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding this software, you can just ask your queries at this website, at this link. And if you want to check the prices, you can visit here to this link and check the prices of the software. Now, I just want to tell you that automation is a boon for us and it can change the future, and I will suggest you to take this as quickly as possible, which will ease your task, save your time and save you a lot of efforts. Thank you.